Okay, namaste and welcome, beloved mighty companions.
Ok, namaste, bienvenidos amados compañeros poderosos.
It's joyful to be here with everyone.
Nos da alegría estar aquí junto a todos hoy.
We just all went today to see an amazing movie, Wonder Woman 1984.
Hoy día fuimos a ver una maravillosa película, La Mujer Maravilla, en 1984.
Yep. And this is why we really listened deeply, because one of the mighty companions here, Michael, heard to go, and then we could all hear it. I could definitely hear it from Jesus. Go see that movie.
Y esto es una muestra de escuchar a Jesús, porque Michael, compañero nuestro, escuchó ir a ver esta película y definitivamente yo también. Entonces todos podemos escuchar.
So we're going to ask Jesus to talk about the movie, and then hear all the Jesuses here talk about their experience in the movie.
Así que vamos a escuchar a Jesús que nos hable de esta película y todos los Jesuses que hay aquí presentes para que nos cuenten, que escuchen sobre la película. ¿Qué pasa sobre la película?
We know from Course in Miracles that consciousness is just a playground, a way to play to say no to God.
Sabemos que en el juego de la conciencia, esto es como un juguete, un juego, un espacio para jugar, donde podemos negar ser lo que somos en el juego.
It's one big wish to say no to God.
Es un gran deseo de decirle que no a Dios.
And what's depicted in this particular movie beautifully, just amazingly beautifully.
Y está expresado esto en esta película en particular de una manera impresionantemente hermosa.
Is really saying that everyone must choose to say no to the wish and take back the wish to be apart from God.
Es ver que realmente cada uno de nosotros, todos, tenemos que decirle que no a Dios para volver a reconocer que somos parte de Dios.
It's really learning that and admitting honesty of God, that we are saying no to God, and it's a choice that we're making.
Es admitir que le estamos diciendo que no a Dios y que es una elección que hicimos.
So Diana, who is Wonder Woman,
así que Diana, que es la Mujer Maravilla,
she's working at, I think, the Smithsonian, right? Wasn't it the Smithsonian she's working at? Yeah.
Que ella era de la Amazonia.
And they bring in this little object that no one knows what it is.
Y tenían este objeto pequeño que nadie sabía de dónde provenía.
And through that object, it appears that you can make wishes come true.
Y a través de ese objeto, uno podía pedir deseos para que se volviesen realidad.
And she makes a little wish that she didn't even realize. They were talking about different wishes and what would you wish for, and she didn't even realize that she made a wish.
Y ella pidió un deseo y ni siquiera se dio cuenta.
Because she felt she was missing love.
Porque ella estaba extrañando el amor.
And if she made a wish to see someone,
y ella pidió el deseo de ver a alguien,
that love would come into her life, all the power would come into her life if that loved one, if she saw them again.
Que todo el amor o el poder iba a volver a su vida si podía ver a este ser de nuevo.
And this is exactly how consciousness works. It gives an idea that something's missing, and we have to wish and have a wish for that object or that person to come for us to feel love.
Y ese es exactamente el juego de la conciencia, la creencia de que nos falta algo y que tenemos que ir a buscarlo ahí para poder recuperar ese amor.
So what she discovered was through this wish is that she was actually losing power.
Y lo que descubrió a través de este deseo era que ella estaba perdiendo el poder.
The wish for something other than God is the wish for an experience of feeling weak and powerless.
La experiencia, el deseo de una experiencia de que sea distinto a Dios es la experiencia de sentirse débil.
And she came to realize, like we must come to realize, that you have to give back the wish. You have to ask for a miracle to see it another way.
Y todos tenemos que darnos cuenta de que tenemos que devolver el deseo, tenemos que liberarlo.
And this movie beautifully depicts the desire for a wish.
Y esta película expresa muy bien esta experiencia del deseo
for more. See, the whole movie's all about trying to get more.
De más. Toda la película se trata de obtener más.
It's so perfect. That's exactly what consciousness is, the wish that we're not enough and therefore we need more to try to fill ourselves up.
Y esta película lo expresa perfecto, esta creencia de que no tengo, que necesito más y más para ser feliz.
But the more are grievances against ourselves.
Y mientras más queremos, más es el agravio contra nosotros mismos.
One of the main characters believed he had been hurt by his father, and then it played out he wished for more because he wasn't feeling good enough.
Uno de los principales personajes creía que había perdido el amor de su padre, y él expresaba este deseo de pedir más y obtener más.
Wonder Woman thought she was wounded because she believed she had lost love by someone dying.
Y la Mujer Maravilla cayó en lo mismo porque ella pensó que había perdido a alguien, había perdido el amor a través de la muerte.
And what's so wonderful in this movie is that we have a lot of these movies are about the comic characters, like Wonder Woman is from a comic book.
Y estos personajes son de libros de cómics.
So it reminds us we're all playing in a big comic book.
Es como si nosotros estuviésemos en un gran libro de cómics.
But what's so precious in this movie is she realized that she had a choice to stop wishing to be weak.
Lo hermoso es que ella se dio cuenta de que tenía la opción de dejar de desear esto, de dejar de desear ser débil.
And she had to make another choice.
Y ella hizo otra elección.
To cease to choose.
Dejar de elegir.
And then a lot of times you see that these characters are fighting. They're in a big fight with another character.
Y se ve una gran pelea con otro personaje.
And at the end, you'll see that she realizes it was a choice to take back the wish, that the wish has to be taken back. You can't fight your way through it. You got to take the wish back.
Y ella se dio cuenta de que no era necesario pelear más, de que había que liberar el deseo, dejar de desear.
And just see how the wish for more, that's another thing that's beautifully depicted. The wish for more is the wish for death.
Y el deseo de más es el deseo de la muerte.
So beautifully demonstrated in this movie.
Hermosamente demostrado en esta película.
There are very few movies that I know of. Revolver's one of them where you actually see the shift in mind when the decision is made to take back the wish to be something other than what we are.
Hay películas potentes que demuestran esto, como también Revolver, donde se muestra ese momento en que la mente toma la decisión distinta.
And not only that, depicts the power where everyone started seeing they needed to be responsible for taking back the wish. Where do you see that in a movie? I haven't seen it in a movie.
Nunca había visto en una película donde se invite a todos a hacerse responsables de sus deseos y de liberarlos.
And then at the end, showing that it was a wish for something other than love.
Y reconocer que era un deseo de algo distinto del amor.
And like when that little boy I knew, as soon as you saw that little innocent boy, you knew he was going to be key.
En cuanto vimos al niño y su expresión de inocencia, supimos que él iba a ser la llave.
That innocence is the key.
La inocencia es la llave.
And he was the key. He was the solution. The solution is to see the innocence and that love's been there all along, that we've been loved all along.
La inocencia es la llave. Él es la expresión de ese recuerdo de que no necesitamos nada más que eso.
And this is truly a Wonder Woman.
Y esta realmente es una mujer maravilla.
She didn't fight her way through it. She saw the truth.
Ella no siguió luchando en vano. Ella vio la verdad.
And she was calling her brothers, to truth. That's when we're in true function. We're calling everyone to join us in truth.
Y llamó a sus hermanos a la verdad. Esa es la función, llamar a tus hermanos hacia la verdad.
Yeah, it just beautifully depicts the whole spiritual journey.
Hermosas imágenes que muestran este viaje espiritual.
Yeah, the only piece is to accept that love is here now and stop wishing for something that's not love.
La lo que requerimos es reconocer que el amor está aquí y desear cosas.
So I don't think I gave away much on the movie other than go see it and watch it with Jesus and let him tell you everything.
Lo que les puedo decir es, vean la película con Jesús, dejen que Él les muestre todo.
We just were all sitting there going, we couldn't believe it. I mean, it was just beyond, but when that movie just, like all the things in it, it's amazing.
Era increíble, nosotros estábamos viendo la película y no lo podíamos creer.
So I'm gonna let all the other Jesuses come share their favorite parts in the movie and you'll be fine even if whatever they say, it's in purpose.
Dejemos que hablen los Jesuses, que nos digan lo que sientan o lo que escuchen de Jesús.
Go, Michael.
To raise the camera. A little short people.
Oh man, there were so many great parts of that movie.
Hubo tantas partes geniales en esta película.
There was like 4 main points in the movie I really saw. First of all, it was almost like Jesus had given them lines. I just like said, okay, say this, and they said it. It was like it was straight out of. It was literally. I felt like it was just straight out of his mouth onto the movie screen. It was beautiful.
Siento que habían 4 puntos importantes en esta película y que parecía como si Jesús estuviese escribiendo o redactando esto, como si salieran las palabras de Jesús en los personajes.
There was 5 or 6 times where we just all started laughing because we knew it was Jesus talking on the movie screen.
Me reía porque sabía que Jesús estaba hablando en la pantalla.
But the 4 like really big points were 5 actually was okay. The antagonist, which was this big oil tycoon.
Uno de los puntos que son 4 o 5 era primero este hombre que era el que buscaba petróleo.
He had this. He desired to be to fill a hole in his life.
Él deseaba sentirse completo en su vida.
And so did Wonder Woman. They all desired to fill what they thought was a hole in their life.
Y la Mujer Maravilla también se quería sentir que su vida se completara.
And then they got what they wished for.
Luego obtuvieron lo que querían.
And they were still unhappy.
Y seguían infelices.
And there was this really I'll just stick to one scene because everybody has their one scene. The most powerful scene I think at the end is when the oil tycoon thought he was getting all this power and that he was unstoppable.
Siento que la escena más potente era donde estaba este hombre que buscaba el petróleo y se volvía como imparable.
And Wonder Woman was using her inner power of truth.
Y la Mujer Maravilla estaba usando este poder interior de la verdad.
And she was speaking and the oil tycoon thought that Wonder Woman was speaking to him.
Y el hombre del petróleo pensaba que ella le estaba hablando a él.
And this guy, this oil the tycoon was literally the representation of the ego at this point.
Y este hombre del petróleo era como la representación del ego.
And it was so beautiful because the bad guy, the oil tycoon said, "Why would I ever want to give up all of this power?"
Y este hombre decía, ¿por qué voy a liberarme de todo este poder?
And Wonder Woman said with the most gentle, composed way, she said, "I'm not talking to you.
Y ella le dijo de manera gentil, yo no te estoy hablando a ti,
I'm talking to my brothers."
estoy hablando a mis hermanos.
And that to me was like, I felt chills. Just that was so powerful.
Y eso fue muy poderoso para mí.
And I don't want to give away everything, so I'm going to stop talking.
Y no
But
quiero,
it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
y no quiero contar toda la película, así que fue hermoso. Gracias.
It really is one of the best depictions of taking back a wish.
Es una de las mejores expresiones de devolver el deseo.
The wish for Armageddon.
El deseo del Armagedón.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Es muy simple.
And the beginning is there's a focus, and throughout the movie there's a focus on the truth.
Es enfocarse desde el principio de la verdad.
Like her lasso is like the symbol of truth.
Como su lazo es el símbolo de la verdad.
So it yeah, I don't know. That's it.
Sí, eso. Gracias. Thank you.
The whole movie was amazing, but in some part, Diana was losing her way because she was choosing an special love, and then Steven, his boyfriend, her boyfriend, he says he was the responsible one to help her to come back to the way. That was beautiful. Yeah, that's a really many companion. Okay, I'm going to. Okay. Por un momento, la película toda fue muy linda. Por un momento, Diana perdió su camino porque ella quería un amor especial, una relación especial. Pero bueno, su compañero poderoso, su novio, la ayudó a volver a su camino. Entonces me pareció una expresión de verdaderos compañeros poderosos y de amor, de verdadero amor.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great to be reminded of that, because you'll see as soon as she gave up that special relationship, all the power came to her and she was literally flying. It's really amazing.
Fue muy
That was
poderoso.
amazing. Yeah.
Muy poderoso ver eso, porque en cuanto ella liberó la relación especial, volvió todo su poder y literalmente estaba volando después.
when Diana gave up her boyfriend and then regained her power, the same thing happened with the oil tycoon.
Cuando Diana liberó la relación y recuperó su poder, pasó lo mismo con el hombre del petróleo.
When Diana talked with him and had him see that the truth was the only thing that had any power,
Diana se dio cuenta de que la verdad era lo único que tenía poder.
and he gave up his wish for power.
Y él liberó su deseo del poder.
He went looking for his son,
Y él fue a buscar a su hijo.
and his son tells him, "Dad, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to prove anything to me. I love you."
Y el hijo le dice, papá, tú no tienes que hacer nada, no tienes que probar nada, yo te amo.
And then there were shots of all these people. There were pictures of all these people, supposedly around the world, who gave back their wish.
Y después aparecieron las imágenes de estas personas en todo el mundo liberando sus deseos.
Because they saw the results of getting their wish fulfilled.
Porque vieron los resultados de desear estas cosas.
And it wasn't what they thought it was going to be.
Y no eran lo que ellos pensaban que iba a ser.
It didn't make them happy.
No los hacían felices.
And there was one of the big fights in the movie
Y una de las grandes peleas, luchas en la película,
was between this new friend of hers, a woman who also worked in the museum in Smithsonian.
fue con esta chica que conoció, esta nueva amiga, en el trabajo, que conoció en el trabajo.
And this woman did not want to let go of her wish to be a totally different person, to be Diana.
Y esta mujer no quería liberar el deseo.
And Diana tried to give her every opportunity to change her mind. And the woman in this new persona, with these new powers, kept coming after Diana, Wonder Woman.
Y Diana, la Mujer Maravilla, le estaba mostrando muchas oportunidades de que cambiara su manera de pensar, de que liberara su deseo.
And again, Diana used her powers in a very gentle way, although at times it didn't look too gentle.
Y Diana usó sus poderes de una manera muy gentil respecto de esto.
To bring this person back to recognize that being somebody she was not going to work.
Para demostrarle a su hermana que usar los poderes de una manera no coherente con quien ella es no tiene sentido.
It wasn't going to bring the happiness that she really wanted.
Y eso no le iba a dar la felicidad que ella realmente buscaba.
That's it for right now.
Eso es por ahora, ¿eh?
No, I'm looking at you guys.
That's all miracles are. It's just giving back the wish for something other than God.
Y eso es lo que hacen los milagros. Cancelan los deseos
The
de
wish.
algo que sea distinto a Dios.
I don't know how many times they said wanting more, wanting more, wanting more, wanting more. It was just so the wish for more. It's the whole Course of Miracles in that movie.
Ya ni sé cuántas veces escuché la película. Quiero más, hay que buscar más y más. Es como el curso milagro en una película.
And really admitting that we have the power to give the wish back.
Y admitir que tenemos el poder de desear, de devolver el deseo.
It's a phenomenal, really.
Cease to deny.
To cease to deny by giving back the wish for something other than God.
Dejar de negar, devolver el deseo de otra cosa distinta a Dios.
Yeah, wow, it just has everything. It just absolutely has everything, that movie.
Esta película lo tenía todo, definitivamente.
Gonna pop into the top 10.
Yeah.
Está entre las 10 mejores.
Because I don't know, yeah, all movies have like pieces or whatever, but where they're given back the wish and seeing that the wish does not work, the wish for more does not work.
Todas las películas tienen partes poderosas, pero esta es el foco en liberar el deseo.
And also how simple it was to give back the wish, you know? It was just like, I take my wish back.
Y cuán simple se ve que es liberar el deseo. Yo ya no quiero este deseo.
You know, there wasn't time spent on I'm guilty for having the wish or any of that. It's just I take it back and that's it. Beautiful.
Y que no es gastar tiempo en pensar soy culpable, hice algo malo, sino ya no lo quiero decir más.
It was such a great, just a great demonstration of responsibility for the mind.
Una gran demostración de la responsabilidad de la mente.
I take it back. I decided to have this wish. I can take the wish back.
Yo he deseado tener este deseo, yo puedo liberarlo.
The instantaneous change of doing so.
Oh,
El cambio instantáneo al deshacer esto.
yeah, that's so beautiful. The speed of the correction.
Eso fue hermoso, la velocidad de la corrección.
Just taking the desire for something of God back, no longer wishing it. And then, like you're saying, a great demonstration, like it was instantaneously flipped.
Una gran demostración de cómo fue invertido esto instantáneamente.
And demonstrating the power of the mind to choose again.
Y una demostración del poder de la mente para escoger.
And
de
really
nuevo.
how everybody joined in, everyone was popping like popcorn. I give in my, and they're right, they're all going, I give back my wish, I give back my wish, I give back my wish.
Y parecía popcorn, todos tirando el deseo. Ya no quiero este deseo, no lo quiero.
Atonement popcorn.
Atonement popcorn.
La expiación de las crispetas.
But it's funny, we can ask Jesus, can it be that easy? That's what was so beautifully demonstrated. I give back my wish.
Es una demostración hermosa de liberar el deseo. No quiero más deseo.
Y ese gran símbolo de unirse todos en el mismo propósito, de
Del-
liberar los deseos.
That beautiful symbol to join everyone to release desires.
Yeah.
Sí, sí. I'm not sure they heard you.
¿No estás segura si te escucharon? Espera que lo repitan
Here's
nomás.
he going.
Be mighty.
Ese gran símbolo de unirse todos en el mismo propósito.
That beautiful symbol to join everyone in the same purpose.
Oh, man.
They even said
Yeah.
join.
What?
Yes.
When they were talking about flying, he said, you join with them.
With the air.
Yeah.
Cuando estaban en el aire, volando, él le mencionaba que hay que unirse con el aire, con el viento, entregarse.
You almost have to watch this 2 or 3 times to get all of it. It's so
Yeah.
much.
Tenemos que verla muchas veces para captar todo el mensaje, todo el contenido que se da.
It's like we don't see the price we pay for our
Are you listo? Okay, come see. Yeah, this is, come on.
Thank you.
Get all the
Gracias.
mighties in there. You're all hearing such great stuff from Jesus.
Vengan todos, están escuchando maravillas de Jesús.
Yeah, it's like we don't see the price we pay for wanting more.
No vemos el precio que pagamos por desear más.
And everybody wants to be special and, just wanting more power and more success.
Todos queremos ser más especiales, más poder, más éxito.
Yeah, but there's no God.
Pero ahí no está Dios.
It
Yeah.
really is an outstanding depiction that wanting more does not work. Where do you see that in movies? You
Es
know?
ver realmente que reconocer que esto
Yeah.
no funciona. ¿Y cuándo ves esto en las películas?
More time. She had the watch is like we're showing you that the watch is like connected to the
Stars?
memory.
Mm.
The
They're not going to hear you on
Oh.
there.
She
Are
said,
you finished?
Yep.
You're done? Okay.
Yeah, the boyfriend, or I guess it's the boyfriend, right? Gives her his watch, and
Mm.
that's what she keeps. She
Mm.
keeps that, and that's like time. She wants more time. with
Yeah,
him,
that's
and
great.
what- yeah, just
que el novio le regaló un reloj como tratando de generar esta sensación de recuerdo del pasado.
The wish for more time. Great symbol, Renee. Picking that up.
El deseo de más tiempo, gran símbolo, René. Thank you. Yes. Want to borrow something? That's what's so powerful in this movie. I felt myself on that. See, I saw myself on this. It's like the story of prodigal son. Prodigal son. In this man, the oil, how do you say?
The oil baron.
Oil man.
Yeah, oil man.
This man is us, but in extreme way, you know. It's like very clear to see the extreme of the idea that all we think that he only wants love. At the end, the love of his son is like flip to the story of the prodigal son. He wanted only the love of his son and his father. In his story, he believed that he don't deserve the love. He believed in his mind that he was rejected by her father, and he must do something to deserve something in the world. I must deserve the love. I must complete me. I must find looking for things, power, and all these things that we believe innocently. All the things that we think that complete us, will complete us. And then but then like it's like at the end he hears the call of his son, the calling for love. It's like when the prodigal son realizes, oh, it's not this, these things I think I must go back to my son in this case. And to see the innocence of this guy is so powerful, it's so beautiful. That doesn't matter that he does. It's only it's a big calling of love, but big scream for love, and that answer from this son, God, nothing happens. I love you. Nothing happens. That's so powerful. I feel like emotional with this. Yeah, and I felt like him. Like, oh, looking for the love finally is the deepest desire for love. You only need to stop looking in another place. Only that. Esta parte cuando estaba este hombre del petróleo, en su deseo incontrolable de obtener más poder, más dinero, lo que sea que él pensaba que lo iba a completar. Porque finalmente él estaba pidiendo amor porque pensaba que no lo merecía, que no era digno de este amor. Pensaba que no era un buen padre, no era un buen hombre, un buen tipo. Es como, me vi muy reflejado en él, que todos nosotros somos él en un ejemplo extremo. Y lo encontré hermoso ese símbolo y como él, finalmente una gran llamada de amor, una petición de amor, pero expresada de manera, buscándolo de una manera en que no es. Pero finalmente era la llamada de amor porque él, como ver la inocencia en él fue hermoso, porque él creía que no merecía el amor, que su padre lo había rechazado, tenía esa imagen en su mente, que su hijo también lo estaba rechazando, y que él tenía que lograr ser digno de eso. Finalmente ese era su deseo, ser amado, hasta que escuchó el llamado de su hijo, llamándolo. Y me recordaba esto del hijo pródigo, que quería volver. Se acuerda de su padre y dice, oh, no estoy buscando de la manera correcta, voy a volver a mi padre. Y en este caso voy a volver a mi hijo. Y el hijo le muestra que no pasa nada, eres inocente, yo te amo igual, no importa, no tienes que ser digno para mí. Y esa escena, eso fue tan poderoso para mí, me vi así reflejado y siento que esa es nuestra historia de todos nosotros, que estamos buscando el amor, al final estamos buscando el amor. Es el amor lo que deseamos en el fondo de nuestro corazón, pero lo buscamos por otros lugares. Y es como volver a dejar de buscarlo donde no está, parar, detenernos, buscarlo afuera, en obtener cosas. Y eso me conmovió mucho. Lo siento así como experiencia muy potente. Ese símbolo tan simple, siento que lo expresa todo. Y hermoso ver la inocencia en él. A pesar de todo ese juego catastrófico en la forma, era un grito de amor. Thank you for seeing this. Thank you, Michael, for speak the voice with this. Very deep. It's experience. This is experience. Not only see a movie. Es experiencia, no solamente ver una película. Thank you. Gracias. Gracias.
Sí. Este gran símbolo de ellos dos, de Diana y ¿cómo se llamaba? De Steven.
Este gran símbolo entre Diana y Steven.
En nuestro...
This big symbol between Diana and Steven.
¿Cómo representaban en nuestro viaje al despertar, en nuestro viaje espiritual?
It's like the image of our spiritual journey.
¿Cómo es tan importante nuestros hermanos?
To see how much important are our brothers.
Cuando nos desviamos,
When we get lost.
¿cómo están ahí nuestros hermanos para volvernos a alinear?
Our brothers come back to the way.
Que eso fue lo que hizo Steve con ella.
And that's Steve helped her about this.
Cuando le dijo que tenía que dejar ir su deseo.
When he told her, you must release this desire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so much honesty between them, wasn't it? There was that was real honesty.
Había una honestidad irreal en eso.
You must release this desire. He knew it was truly helpful.
Tienes que liberar este deseo. Él sabía lo que era más
Más
útil.
útil, sí.
And then she could extend it.
Y ella pudo extender eso.
And no false empathy.
Sin falsa empatía. And without sacrifice.
Without the...
And sin sacrificio.
No.
It's like thinking about the wholeness, not the person. Pensando en la totalidad, no en la persona.
Sí. Eso está.
Yeah,
That's all,
gracias.
thank
Oh
you.
man, it's plenty. So much good stuff here.
Hay muchas cosas tan bellas y aquí.
Yeah, thank you, Jesus, for sending us to this movie today. And it just builds that trust, you know. You don't have to have seen a movie. If he guides you to go or whatever he's guiding you to do, you start following.
Gracias Jesús por esta película. Simplemente es permitirnos que Él nos guíe acerca de qué hacer.
You know, our only function is to see that our only function is just to say yes to what he tells us to do.
Nuestra única función es decirle que sí a lo que Él nos diga.
Because he knows what's most helpful for healing the mind.
Porque Él sabe lo que es más útil para la sanación de la mente.
So today he gave a worksheet for how to know your hearing guidance.
Hoy nos dio una hoja de trabajo para preguntarle cómo saber si estás siguiendo la guía.
And what he basically said at the beginning of the worksheet is,
Y básicamente lo primero que dice en la hoja de trabajo es,
you'll hear guidance when you want to hear it.
tú escuchas la guía cuando quieres oírla.
When we want to hear it, we will hear it.
Cuando queremos escucharlo, lo escuchamos.
As long as there's a wish not to hear it, it won't seem clear.
Y mientras hay un deseo de no escucharlo, no lo vamos a escuchar.
Because the entire ego thought system is to obscure our own natural voice.
Porque el ego quiere oscurecer nuestra voz natural.
So, and you could see that, and Diana had that minute where Steve was trying to tell her, you know, you need to see this a different way. And she didn't want to see it a different way at first.
Como Steve le decía, tienes que ver esto de otra manera, y ella no quería al principio.
And then there was a delay in time from her letting go of the wish.
Y eso es un retraso en el tiempo de no querer liberar el deseo.
So the first part of hearing is being determined to hear.
La primera parte es escuchar, determinado a escuchar.
And he's saying, don't tolerate not hearing.
Y él dice, no toleres no escuchar.
Don't tolerate not hearing, don't tolerate those other voices.
No toleres no escuchar y no toleres otras voces.
You're really dedicated to hearing, you can ask him and to learn to hear his voice and to confirm that you truly are in guidance with him.
Puedes unirte a tus hermanos para ver y confirmar que realmente lo estás escuchando.
And then that deepens. The more you say yes, when you hear it, the more you say yes to it, then he'll teach you, and then you'll be more in tune with your own divinity, your own voice.
Mientras más practiques escucharlo y te unas, más claramente vas a escuchar su voz, que es tu propia voz.
So if you are determined not to fool yourself anymore, that wishing in the world for more is going to bring something.
Y si crees que desear más cosas en el mundo te va a dar algo.
When we're willing to admit that these wishes in the world for more never get us anything,
Tenemos que admitir que los deseos del mundo nunca nos van a dar nada.
then there's the spaciousness for him to move in and show us the way, another way of seeing.
Y ahí habrá espacio disponible para ver las cosas de otra manera.
And he will be there.
Y Él estará ahí.
So yeah, we'll probably be posting that in the next few days for anyone who's really interested in deepening their relationship with Jesus and making sure that they're truly in guidance.
Y vamos a compartir en unos días este documento para ver si estamos realmente siguiendo la guía.
Guidance is a way given by him to say no to the wish for more.
La guía es dada por Él para ver dónde decimos que no,
And say yes to all that we are.
para poder decir sí a lo que somos realmente.
That's the power of guidance.
Ese es el poder de la guía.
So thank you, Jesus. Thank you, beloveds.
Gracias Jesús, gracias amados.
See you soon again.
Nos vemos pronto.
There's all the mighties all sitting there.